This is where we are with the trailer. I'm about to install 3 outlets and 1 switch. The switch, it's a combination. So what I'm going to do with the combination is one will be for lights and the other one will be for the vent fan. Although the vent fan is 12 volts, I'm going to use the lights and the fan at 12 volts. So this switch is only controlling 12 volts. Of course, the outlets are going to be 110. I got a 2-circuit little mini breaker box, little load center, and I got my plates, some wire, 2 15 amp breakers. One outlet is going to be over there, one's going to be over here, and one's going to be up there in the nose. All right. So I'm gonna do some measurements. Everything's gonna be a foot above surface. So the ones back there, 1 foot from the floor. The one up here is gonna be 1 foot from the countertop. This counter is about 36 inches, basically a standard height counter. So it's gonna work out around somewhere around 44, 48 inches from the floor, which is standard. All right, so let's get cutting. I use a wrench tied to a length of trimmer line as my snake line. So basically I'm gonna tie, I'll tie this end up there, that way I don't have to undo the wrench, and just pull it down. That way I can get my wire ran down. Everything's gonna run from the top. So yeah, everything's gonna run from the top. That way I can take the walls off. I'm not taking the walls off until it's time to insulate. And I really don't need to worry about insulation right now, because I'm not using the trailer as a camper or hard-sided tent at the moment. I just want to get my wires ran and get my load center hooked up. So all the wires are going to run along the top, and that way they'll be hidden behind trim. Pardon the noise, but that's 1 and 2 more to go. Alright, there's a load center mounted. Just FYI, if you buy one of these, there's no bus bar for the ground. You got your hot lugs, you got your neutral bus, there's no ground. So what I'm going to do is twist the grounds together and put a wire nut on them. Alright, I had to get the actual snake because the front walls, apparently they're insulated. I did not know that. So I don't have to take these walls down, the front ones. The front ones are insulated. Let me see if you can see it from up here. I'm gonna get the camera in there. You see the foam? Yeah. Those 2 front walls are already insulated, so we're good. That's why I have to get the actual stake. So the top is up there. I'm gonna pull down. I changed up the configuration. I'm gonna do outlet, outlet, outlet. So that's where the 3 are gonna go. And I just cut out where I'm gonna put the other outlet on the front wall. This is the front. That's the door, side, side, front. And you can see the foam right there. Just wanted to show you that. All right, this is where we at. That's the one by the door. This is the 12-volt light that one, if you're plugged up to a vehicle and the vehicle light's on, that light works. That's a 110 outlet right there. As soon as you come in the door to your left, that's one on the far wall, close to the ramp. And this one, it's less than standard. I had to make it less than standard because of this little piece of trim. This is 2 separate pieces of wood. There's a trim right there, so I just dropped it a little bit below standard. Standard would have been almost like right here. The bottom would have been up here, but it's still above the counter height, so a few inches. That's the 2-breaker load center, a little mini brake box. The wires come in from the back, as you can see right there. And on top here is where we're gonna have it on. That's where it's gonna get its power source, whether it's an inverter or shore power. The breakers are wired in. That's the neutral bus. All the grounds are tied together. We're gonna put the cover on. Actually, before I put the cover on, I'm gonna do a quick test. All right, I got a extension cord wired up. That's don't do that. On. Everything here. Let's plug it in here. So that one's working. Alright, so the outlets are good to go. The outlets and the load center is good to go. So I can put the cover on, and eventually I need to get a minimum 30 amp plug to put on the end of that wire. Done for the day, but this is where ending the day. That's it. One of the breakers is for that outlet, and the other one is for both of those outlets. And these outlets, they don't piggyback off of each other. They have their separate wires ran to the load center. That way, if I ever decide to, I could upgrade it. And the wire is heavy enough that I can upgrade